I'm continuing my session about making it work on your trip. And now the subject is emotional bonding and everything that matters when you have actually met this beautiful girl, when you see sparkles in her eyes and you feel butterflies in your stomach and you're so happy you've met her and she reciprocates with the same level of emotions. So you are actually matched. You like the girl, so what do you do next? So here's the plan. It's very important for you to understand who you're dealing with. So ask questions. You are very interested to know about her life. What things she does every day, what she wears every day, who she talks to every day. But do not be rude about it. Be inquisitive. Tell her the same about you, because eventually you will end up being together in your country, in your home. So she needs to know this too. But when you're learning how she lives, what she does, you need to see and listen. Very important information. You need to understand how you can participate in her life, how you can make it easier, how you can make it happier, how you can make it simpler. For example, if she's driving her car and you see that, a part is missing, or she could, replacing tires becomes quite expensive. It's at least $60 per wheel, per tire. But it's an option as well. If you're at her home and you see the toilet is running, you can fix it. If you are walking together and you see that her shoes aren't so new, and buy her new shoes. But do not wait till she asks you for it. And a smart woman will never ask. But anyway, you are looking for places, for gaps where you can really make an input and participate and be a cool guy and tick. You are interested in making this tick, tick, tick. Bring her flowers. But flowers on other dates are not as important. When you start seeing each other regularly, you need to ask a lot of personal questions. And if the woman is complaining to you, it doesn't mean that she just wants you to say, oh well, life is bad. She doesn't want your sympathy. A woman in my country is complaining to a man for only one reason. She wants a problem solved, and she doesn't know how to solve it herself. So she needs your help. And this is her way of asking you indirectly, instead of could you, she doesn't know these verbal phrases. Could you be so kind of doing this, helping me, blah, 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 blah. Well, when she really asks for help, a good woman really needs help. But a smart woman will describe what's going on, and a smart man, if he sees himself in her life, will solve it. I had a situation when one of my guys was dating a woman. They met each other, he fell in love, he gave her a very good gift before he left, and they started communicating on Skype. They were even drinking champagne together once. She was so happy about it. But one day she was doing her things and she wasn't very happy. And she said, what's going on? You don't look happy today. She said, no, all is fine. But her face was really sad. So bit by bit, step by step, he asked her, how's your job? And she said, well, nothing's going on. And it appeared that she didn't have clients and she was a private seamstress. And she didn't have income and she was trying to put ends meet. And he said, okay. How do you spell your name? No, he didn't even ask for it because he knew how she spells her name. And half an hour later, he called her, says, can you please put down 10 digits? And he gave her a Western Union number. He sent her some money. She says, what's that? She says, well, go to the bank, pick up some money. You need it. She didn't ask him, but she was so happy. He was listening. He was attentive to her life, to her situation. He didn't just say, oh, well, life is hard. Yeah, you're right. And he immediately went into an absolute pedestal. They are married now. They have survived a lot of different hardships. When people start living in another country, they have different ups and downs. They are a really happy couple, because this man is always attentive to what is going on with his wife and in her life. Some other men are even taking their girlfriends or wives to a job interview, and they go together. When she learns how to be, for example, a hairstylist, and she goes to different salons being interviewed for a job, he goes with her to make sure that she isn't ripped off or she is explained her conditions right. He's local. He knows his country better, and he makes sure his wife is in good hands. Smart, isn't it? But if you are not there yet, you are making sure you see what she actually needs for every day from a man's presence, and you do it. And you immediately get from the good friend to nice guy around category into the serious boyfriend type, marriage material. Because a man solves the problems. He helps his woman. Because he's a man. This is his power. Now, you certainly will have many conversations about different subjects. And some of those subjects are emotional pains and emotional allergies. And let me explain you what it is. There are certain things that drive us absolutely crazy and cause an unstoppable reaction. For example, there are guys who've been married before, and when somebody mentions his ex-wife, his eyes become big. He's like uncontrollable. Some girls, when they see a guy drinking, they immediately see a dead man on the floor, because probably her father ended like this, or grandfather, or someone she saw. So we don't know. These were two silly examples, but you need to know these things. What are taboos? What things you should not talk about? What things make her absolutely crazy? And you should tell her the same. Because when you will start communicating, when you will start living together, you will need to avoid those subjects, or not to make them so acute as you could, neglect it if you didn't know. Now, other things. You should talk about money. And the money subject is not necessarily the subject to discuss on your first trip with a girl. It's a good subject to talk either on Skype, when you really learn some trust with each other, or when you are on a vacation together. It's a good happy day, and you really want to open your cards a little bit and show her what you're making, what you're spending, how you distribute the money that you have, and how you make good use of it. And you ask her what kind of money thinking she's got. Because if you are in love with each other, it's very likely that your earning habits and your spending habits are very similar. You just don't know this. And her way of earning money, saving money, using it for the right things will make you even more in love with this woman. So talk about it, but you really need to be very sincere and open your cards. You may not necessarily give her all the figures, or she may not necessarily give you all the figures, because some women prefer also not to show that she's got money. Some of my guys are often pleasantly surprised to hear what kind of assets their wives have. So the stigma of a poor wife from Ukraine does not necessarily work. But in order to get this information, you need to be honest with your part as well. Now, one more thing is talking about future children, parents how she's going to take care of her parents when she's gone. We all help our parents, we all support them financially, one way or the other. So you're offering her to solve that problem for some time is also adding like a lot of ticks on your check boxes. And while you're communicating with your girlfriend, you are not here, you live. You need to create this invisible field of love when you are writing her messages, sending her short videos of yourself, sending her photographs of your places, of your house, of your dogs, of your garden, of things that you see around, of little videos of things that make you laugh, little videos of your family, everything that can give her the sensation of being present there with you. Some of my couples are switching on Skype, and she cooks while talking to him and he cooks while talking to her, and they, so to say, as if they live together, but they have video conversations. Some of them do not even switch off Skype when they go to bed. Just it's fun, you know. But you are very interested to create this emotional bonding, this field of trust, this field of understanding that I'm with you, I'm helping you, I am around, I care about your life, I want to make your life better, I can provide for you, I can do a lot of good things for you. And not only saying this, but also doing it once in a while. And definitely remember sending flowers, or maybe sending little gifts or little things that will really make her feel good and happy and, you know, feeling really, really cool. If you don't know what kind of gift to send, ask me. I'll give her lots of ideas. I always have lots of ideas for that. But the main thing when it comes to emotional bonding is that you need to be communicating and exchanging a lot of information about each other so you can learn how to continue this love and how to make it bigger and happier.